Hello there, Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-January reading. This is good from mid-January until about Valentine's Day. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with your oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Really nice, this sense of needing to nurture yourself. I'm getting that. Nurture yourself. Nurture a situation. It could be a relationship or just, a project, something that you're trying to, get started. They're showing me like... baby seeds, seeds that have just sprouted, okay? If you were to transplant those, right? Or, you buy a pack of flowers or something and you're going to plant them in your garden or vegetables, you're very gentle with them because they're seedlings. You don't just dump them out and, throw them in the ground. You're gentle with it. And I feel like whatever you're working on right now, it just needs that gentle touch, transformation. I said, be gentle with yourself, nurture yourself. Yeah, deception. Go slowly because there's a sense of, the deception could be, the deception, they're speaking, the deception could be that you feel like it has to go faster than it is. Like you're ready for this transformation to be over, or you want something to go a little bit more quickly than it is. And sometimes we need to go a little bit slower so that we can see the bigger picture of where we're going. So what do we have here? Yeah, Six of Pentacles. This is, this is this energy of the universe coming in. And, there's like two cups here, but they're not, they're not in the same thing. It's almost like the justice scales, right? And then there's this person that's on the teapot, on the spout, deciding, okay, this one doesn't have as much, it's up higher, so it needs more so that it'll weigh the same or have the same amount as this one over here. There's this energy of the universe is trying to make things fair for you. Okay, so if you feel shortchanged, yeah, make your dreams real. If you feel like you've been shortchanged in some situation, you may need to use a gentle touch with the people that are involved in that. So, say for instance, you're at work and you were up for a promotion or a project or something, and so was somebody else, and you feel like they got it. It was kind of unfair, right? And you want you want this to be evened out in some way. It's about taking a gentle touch with this situation. To just let you know, the universe is also working on this situation. So you don't maybe have to try so hard. Let's see what, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So this is an energy, this is what you're resisting or fearing, is working by yourself, being by yourself. This is the single lady card. Gender doesn't matter. But being independent and free. You may not want to be independent and free. Whatever that may mean in your situation. You may want, if it's a work situation, you don't want to do a project by yourself. You want to do it with a group. Or if you're in a relationship and things, are kind of unbalanced. You may be staying in an unbalanced situation for some reason because you don't want to be on your own. So let's see what your advice is. Six of Swords, move on from this. You have two sixes, and, we are in a 6 year. Sixes are about bringing things into balance, And the Star. There's a lot of healing when you move on from this situation. Devil. Yeah, I feel like you may be attached to making sure things get evened out for some reason. Ah, Judgment card, Hierophant. What's underneath that? Death. My goodness. Endings and beginnings that are making you sad. There's endings and beginnings that are making you sad here. You know, especially with the Hierophant, if this was a situation where you were married and now, you know, with the Judgment card, there's kind of like some judgment coming in, you know, maybe a financial judgment, the divorce decree, something like that. And you feel like, okay, this is not equal. I'm not getting my fair share, something like that. That, don't be too attached to this judgment. I feel like the universe is trying to tell you, take a very gentle touch. Now, I am going to add that, you know, make sure you're standing up for yourself. Make sure that you have good representation if it is, you know, a legal matter. But it's, you know, it's as if it's kind of this energy of your perception of what is balanced may be a little off because of your fears of being independent. Okay, however that may play out with you. This could be a work situation, you know, where you feel like somebody's getting paid more than you or something like that. You know, and you're just kind of like fearful. Will you lose your pentacles? Will you be able to sustain yourself, have your independence if, you know, you go in there and you don't give a gentle touch, right? You go in there all ablaze, right? It's about moving on, seeing the silver linings. To me, this card is all about silver linings too. That this situation may not be completely balanced. The scales may be tipped a little bit in somebody else's favor. The universe is recognizing that and saying it's okay because there is a judgment day ahead, right? The blessings that you may be somewhat losing in this situation are coming in, perhaps in a different form, but they're coming in. So have a gentle touch with this, because you'll have more healing if you like detach. Like I feel like you're a little bit attached to, you want a certain outcome. Now, if you're not ending a marriage or something, you may also be wanting into a marriage or a long-term committed relationship or business deals, something like that. And you may be very kind of attached to how the contract of putting together this business or this relationship, or maybe a prenuptial agreement or something. There's something about being super attached to how it looks, right? It's about not to worry. I really am getting this sense, not to worry. Yeah, you're going to celebrate in the end. Yeah, that's really, it's so hard because I feel sometimes, you know, I feel like there's money involved in this because of the Six of Pentacles. So whether this is a business situation or a relationship, I feel like finances are involved. And sometimes, I think the message that's coming through, sometimes we focus so much on the dollar amounts, right? Because it's a number, right? And it's easy to see who's getting how much, right? But what Spirit wants you to know is that there's more involved than just the numbers, right? There's some silver lining to this whole situation, or getting out of a situation, right? So sometimes, you know, you may, if you're trying to get out of a situation, that whether that's a relationship or a business contract or something like that, sometimes you have to leave a little money on the table because you know that there's something better waiting for you. Okay? I'll give you a scenario, and my son was trying to, he was trying to rent an apartment. And when he went for the day that he was supposed to pick up the keys for the apartment and sign the lease, then things didn't work out, right? And they said, oh, the person that lived in the apartment wanted to stay, whatever. Okay? And so he could have gotten really mad, right? He could have said, no, wait a minute, you guaranteed me that apartment, right? And then they were trying to talk him into another apartment that wasn't as nice as the one he really wanted or whatever. And he was like, no, I'm willing to wait. He was like, I'm willing to wait. And what happened in the end was that, yeah, it cost him a little bit of money because he had to stay somewhere else waiting for another apartment to come up. But the new apartment that came up actually is a little bit nicer for the same price. And also it gave him a little time between then and when his lease was going to start so that he could go on he could go visit a friend. So he got something out of it. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, just be gentle with the touch, because instead of, and Pisces, you're not, the world is here. You're kind of stepping into a new world. And it's kind of like, in order to let go of something, or this judgment day, in order to let go of something in the past, you may not get quite all the money you think you're due, but there's something you're gaining because of that. Now, I'm not saying that you should leave money on the table. I'm not giving you that advice. Please make sure that you have, your financial advisors or whatever, your, a lawyer, whatever the situation is, make sure you're being represented, okay? But at the same time, I feel like it's using a gentle touch in your negotiations, right? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is a love relationship, actually. The Chariot, Cancer energy there, but it doesn't have to be with a Cancer. You're trying to get emotional satisfaction out of something long term. But there's like a block in the way. There's some type of block. You're trying to get emotional satisfaction out of a situation. It could still involve money in some way, but you're also trying to get emotional satisfaction. If you're leaving a job, right, and they say, okay, well, we're not going to pay you for all your vacation time you have banked. And say, maybe that was a couple $100, a couple $1,000, and you're like, what? Like, really? Seriously? Like, you ought to be paying me for that, right? This is like this energy of, okay, go ahead, try to get your money. I'm not saying you just walk away. Talk to them with a gentle touch. Try to get this. But then ask yourself in some way, okay, well, if they're not going to pay for my vacation time, what is this really costing me? And what am I really going to get when I move on to this new job I have waiting for me? I'm going to get 6 weeks of vacation the first year I'm there. I'm getting a signing bonus. Okay, well, I'll leave that vacation time there. I only had 5 days of vacation. It's kind of like looking at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Okay, this has something to do with love. 3 of Pentacles. Wanting something to work out. I really, truly tried to have my general readings not go to love readings. This is not working in this case. Yeah, you have some love situation. You're trying. There is this energy of trying to stronghold somebody into a new beginning. You don't want to be single. You don't want to be single. You don't want to be independent. You want to be with this person. And it's an energy of perhaps trying to stronghold this person. I mean, kind of, badger them a little bit. Gentle touch, Pisces, gentle touch. And, with the Lover's card, that could be a business, associate or, partner, something like that. Something that you want long term. Yeah. Hierophant. I really feel like it could be like you're trying to, this judgment is you're trying to get somebody to decide to get married to you, or this is their energy. They're trying to get you to marry them. It's about being willing to walk away from this if it's not what they want. If this person doesn't really want to be in a committed relationship with you, because we have the Hierophant on the bottom and we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is like committed. I want to be committed. I want to work on this relationship. This is somebody from the past, right? I really want to work on this. Let's get this working. Let's work on it. Let's work on it. Oh, come on. Can we work on it? Can we work on it today? Oh, how about tomorrow? What do you got going on, right? It's kind of like this energy of when you're willing to walk away, when you're willing to end this, right? It's almost as if the sun comes out and shines. And isn't that the truth? It's kind of like when we give up on a situation or a person or something like that, then suddenly they want us. It's about a little bit about having self-respect, if you will, that if somebody doesn't really want to be with you, right? Or they really don't think that you're worthy. This could be about worthiness. They're weighing the scales and they're not sure you're worthy. Okay, do you really want to start a relationship with somebody that has to think about it? Right? It's about understanding your worth, that you don't, this is all part of your transformation. That's what, they're showing me. It's having self-respect and self-worth enough to know that if they really don't want to be with you, they don't want to be committed to you, they don't want to marry you. You're saying my core values are, I want to be in a married relationship. I want a long-term committed relationship. I want a contract between the two of us, right? And this person is like, no, we can live together for the rest of our lives, but I am not getting married. Well, if it's part of your soul alignment, right, to be in a marriage and committed, legally to someone, and they don't want to be, then it's about, okay, there's no arguing about it. You're not going to change their mind. That's part of who they are. Or at least not right now, right? Move on. It might be sad for a little bit, but think about the blessings, the silver lining to that. Because if you kind of coerce them into a commitment that they really don't want, then what's going to happen? It's not going to last, right? Because they're going to feel as if they were coerced. It's better to end it now and walk away. Because then you can shine your own star. You can attract other stars that love your light. If this person doesn't see your light, then it's about, okay. For some of you, the message I'm getting is that you might have put a lot of time and energy into this. You feel like I have so much already put into this. The scale is so full. Like, you've got to reimburse me in some way. It's kind of like, I've been living with you for 10 years. Like, why aren't we getting married? You have to compensate me for giving up 10 years of my life. And they're just like, no, I never said I was going to get married. And if they have been saying that they were going to marry you, and now it comes, push comes to shove and they say no, that's what the universe is saying. See the bright side to this. If they really didn't want to be committed to you, then it is time to move on. Whether or not you want to be independent and free, it's better than being in a relationship where you are not valued. You are not somebody who doesn't see your light. Really? Yeah, 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Justice again. I really do. I mean, with all of this, the 7 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, you put a lot of time and energy into this. So now you're kind of like caught up in your head. Do I put any more time and energy into this? Do I put any more time and energy into this? Will this ever be balanced? No. So it's time to walk in another way, or guess what? The Tower comes in. The Tower, it's almost as if the universe is saying, either you can walk away from this, or we're going to, end it for you. The Tower moment happens. And, this doesn't resonate with everybody. You're going to know whether this message resonates with you. But if it does resonate with you, it's kind of like it's your choice. Do you want to walk away, or do you want us to end it for you? Do you want to walk in a new direction, or do you want us to end it? And the universe. Yeah, the universe is talking here. It's a message from the universe. We always, not always, it's sometimes really difficult to move on when you've put a lot of time and energy and love into something, and then realize that is just really unbalanced, and it's never going to balance out. And one of the things is that if you move away from this situation, this relationship, they may then awaken to the fact that you really are a star that they want to put time and energy into. But it is about, this could be the, you dodged a bullet here. If the Tower comes in, am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? Yeah, I feel like you're overworked. You're putting so much time and energy into trying to talk this person or this situation, whatever it is, into the commitment that you want from them. You're putting so much time and energy. There's also a lot of, anxiety that just depletes your energy. It's kind of like, just go away. Just go away even for a weekend, right? Just get away from this. Take a break so that you can see it in new eyes. You are the asset. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling. How much sleep are you getting, and what can you do to help your body rest? Today's soul action: take a bath. Put on some lavender essential oil. Go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a time out today. Notice your body thanking you. The more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. Yeah, I feel like you're really exhausted from this situation. It's I get the sense that you're like trying to push a brick wall, right? And it's not budging. It's not budging. And so anyway, it is time to take a look at it. Get the professional assistance you may need to help, put yourself on a good independent path if you need to. And, make a choice to put yourself first, to shine your light, to step into this new world of yours. Because There's lots of sunshine in there. All right, Pisces, I do wish you so much love and light in this situation. I'm sending you big hugs. Do take care of yourself as you're navigating through this. And if you did resonate with it, I'd love to hear how in the comments below. Sometimes that can help other people on a similar journey. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.